Because whole number only include positive.
Whole number only for positives. Okay, fine. So I can say that all integers are not whole number, right? But all whole numbers are integers. Hmm? Can I say this thing?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now you are saying about the fractions, that p by q form. Any special constraint will you apply on this p by q form for fractions?
And q should not be equal to 0.
Q shouldn't be supposed to not equal to 0. Good. Then where my rational number go? Why some I can't say rational numbers are the fraction numbers? Hmm?
Ma'am, because
Because see, I will say rational numbers are p by q form definitely, and one thing more important, q shouldn't be supposed to 0. Okay. Is there
yes,
is any similarity between rational numbers and integers?
ma'am, they both include positive and negative numbers.
Okay, but I write integers as -2 or +2 or anything like that, -5, like this way I can write anything. But for rational numbers I have to write in p by q. I can't say only p, or I can't say only q, right? I have
Yes,
to write something like 5 by 3 or -2 by 3, whatever I can write. So what, how can you say that they are similar or they are not similar? Is there is, I'm
ma'am,
just asking any similarity.
ma'am, as -2 can also be written as -2 by 1
Very
and
good.
plus
That only
2.
I am asking you, that the similarity between integers and rational number is that rational number also called integers in that format, that if I integers I can write 2, I can express integer -2 by 1, or this one is called identity, right? Identity, or I
Yes,
can say 1, like this way, I. Okay, so this is the similarity between integers and rational number. See, one thing is important is that entire number system, these are called number systems. Okay, this entire number system have some similarities, have some dissimilarities, have some
yes,
similarities and
ma'am.
has some dissimilarities. So there are one thing, HCF means highest common factor. Okay, so when I am talking about rational numbers, since our topic for today is rational numbers, so rational numbers have p by q form, first thing. In that, q shouldn't be supposed to 0. Why? Because if I say 1 by 0, then I can't able to define the number. Defined. I can't able to define the
Yes,
number. Okay. But anything 0 by 5 or anything in the numerator. Actually, this is called numerator and this is called denominator. So
yes,
if this kind of system, or if this kind of fractions p by q form I get, I will say that it is equal to 0. Definitely. Right? So this is the problem. That's why I always rational number prefers that p by q is where q is not equal to 0. That if I am expressing any integer is your this thing -2, suppose that -2, and I am saying that this integer is your rational number, that is -2 by 1, then I have to say that this p and this q should have HCF is equal to 1. Did you got it? Show you some of the properties, right? See, that only I have talked already, that natural numbers, whole numbers, integer, fractions, all these are your in number system. But most second part I will say, the natural number, you know, already told me that it starts from 1. Whole number starts from your 0. Integers are either positive, either negative, right? So integers are what? Whole number. Integers are what? Whole number. So whole number. And what I am saying about just right now, I told you set is nothing better. Set is collection. I can say it is ensembling. Okay, set is nothing but ensembling the same kind of materials. Suppose if I say animals, then I will include all kind of animals. But if I make a set of specific carnivorous animals, then you will put all the carnivorous animals in the set. So if I say that you have to put all the natural numbers, then you will start it from 1 2 3 to infinite, right? But if I'm collecting all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, then I will say that integer is the big collection. Did you satisfy
yes,
by my this word? Because it is collecting your negative side also and positive sides also, right? Now next is your
yes,
fractions. Just right now you told me about the fraction, that the fraction should be a by b from, but it containing your natural numbers. Okay, but they are
yes,
containing your natural numbers. But when I am going through the rational numbers, there is a difference, because fractions we are containing natural numbers, but in rational numbers we are containing integers. You got the point?
yes, ma'am.
So that only I want to make you explain in this slides, that rational numbers are also p by q form. Fractions are also p by q form. Both have the same property, that q shouldn't be supposed to equal to 0. But fraction containing natural numbers and your rational number containing your integers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this, I think now you have clear concept about that, right? See,
Yes.
now integer rational numbers can be anything. You can write both numerator and denominator positive. Okay, you can write like this way also. See, here your numerator is small, right? Here also numerator is small, but you can't able to divide each other. There also you can't divide. See, when I can't able to bring more division, right, means bringing it smaller to smaller to smaller parts, I say the last part is the standard one. Okay, here also see,
Yes.
they are containing mixed kind, means one numerator is positive or negative, denominator is positive or negative. Okay, that also natural numbers. This thing also same kind of differences are giving, that whatever all the I can put the denominator negative. Although whenever I write, see, 225 by minus 37. Although I am writing this one minus in sign at the denominator part, but during solution or simplification, I will use like this way only. Okay, I will use like
Yes,
this
ma'am.
way only. Next slide. Next slide is also an important slide. Why? Because in this slide, I will make you know that 0 can be written as like this way only. Okay, 0 can be written because just right now I told you anything in the p by q form, if I write p is equal to 0, although my q is not equal to 0, then also it will be a rational number, first thing, and second thing, the value will be 0 only. Okay, I can write it here 0 by 2 also. Not, it is not necessary that I will write 0 by 1. Now one thing is that since the division by 0 is not permissible. Okay, now one thing is that if a is your any arbitrary integer, I can write any positive, negative, whatever I am writing. Okay, every integer is a rational number. Just right now I told. Okay, now see, fractions are also rational numbers. Decimals are also important, right? That because if I writing 0.23 and I want to remove this, so I will do like this way. This is also an integer, this is also an integer, this is also an integer, this is also an integer. Okay, I can do like this way also, 2617, and if I am writing the point here, so I can do to remove this point as 2617 divided by 1000. So these all are fractions, these all are rational numbers. Okay, but always important thing is that every non-terminating repeating decimals is a rational number. Non-terminating and repeating decimals. Okay, these things are already taught in class 6 or 7, right? Now I will say you positive rational number and negative rational numbers. What are positive and negative rational numbers? See, p by q is your rational numbers. Okay, now if I say I am writing positive rational numbers, then your p and q both should, or it is must, actually must have same sign. Okay, same sign means either both are positive, either both are negative. Okay, they should be
Yes.
like sign. But if I am saying that negative rational number, then they have to be like this way. Anything, either p by q, either p by q or like this. Okay, the definition of rational numbers. So I already taught you all these quantities, so no need to input my time. Now this thing, see, there are lots of properties of rational numbers. I just given here some of the properties only, because there should be see, I can do many kind of operations, right? That is
Yes, ma'am.
positive, negative, multiply and divide, and all have properties of their own. Suppose that first, if I say that p by q is a rational numbers, so I can multiply anything, right? Or I can if I do multiplication of m, so the number what I am multiplying by a numerator, I have to multiply the same number to the denominator, so my p by q form will be unaltered. Okay, they will
Yes.
be same only. Similarly, if I divide any uh, integer to your p or any integer to your q, okay, they p will not alter your p by q rational number original form. So I can say, suppose that I have p by q and I am multiplying a both sides, numerator and denominator, right? I will get something like pa and qa, right? So I will say that this p by q and this pa are what? Equivalent rational number. Okay, what? Equivalent rational number. You get it? Now third property is that if I have two kind of rational number pairs, suppose that I have a by b and c by d, both are rational numbers to their own, but I can do the cross multiplication. Okay, and see, these are very basics, because I make you revise these basics, because at last we will perform some of the questions, right? So this is also equivalent rational numbers. But I want to say you one more thing. Huh. Number line representation. See, I know how to represent any number, either it is a whole number, integer, natural number, whatever number, I know how to represent in the number line. But important is that how can you represent a rational number in a number line. Okay, so suppose that 3 by 5, how can you define this 3 by 5, tell me.
Parts of out of 5.
Out of 5, yes, good, means I have some 5 parts, in that I have selected only 3 parts, right? So in number line, if I am pointing out from 0 to 1, because I have 5 parts, so I will do 5 parts over here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 parts. This is coming from 1 to 2, but I have to take 3 by 5, so I have to go through by this 0 to 1, right? I am doing 5 parts, 1 2 3 4 5. Now see, I have to collect 3 1 only, so 1 2 3, right? So this will be my 3 by 5. Now if I'm saying that I have to get 13 by 4, I have 4 parts, 13 is the big number, so I can write this 13 by 4 in the mixed fraction, right? This is mixed fraction. So mixed fraction is saying that 3 already passed, then I am selecting one part from the 4 division, right? So in number line, I will go through by 3, then from 3 to 4 I will do 4 parts, 1 2 3 4 parts, okay, and plus I will collect this 1 by 4 part. So my entire number line representation will be from here to here only. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, this is 9 by 7. How can I show the negative integers? And it is 9 by 7. It is entirely different from the positive integers. Okay, see, 9 by 7 I can write minus 1 2 by 7, okay, in the mixed fraction form. In the mixed fraction form, so I have to pass this minus 1, then see, it is 2 by 7, that means I have 7 parts, right? So I am doing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 parts. In that 7 parts I have to collect 2 parts, right? So I will go this side only, I will go this side only. So what it will be here? It will be 2 parts. So my entire number line will be, tell me, from where to where? From where to where? 0 to from here. Okay, you got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Next is your this one, insertion between two numbers. See, this minus 3 and minus 1, both are integers, and both
Yes,
are your rational numbers too.
Yes, ma'am.
And they are asking that I have to insert minus 3 and minus 1 too, but in between I have to insert rational number packages, 10 rational numbers. So how can you insert? How can you insert?
And you can multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number.
Same numbers, so I get a equivalent numbers, right?
Yes.
And then I will arrange myself in that. Okay.
Yes.
So you know, means I can insert numerous numbers, right? Here 99 rational numbers I can insert in between, or 9 rational numbers I can insert in between. Okay, now we will come little bit harder question. These were the initial introduction type of rational numbers, but since you are preparing for Arbit or Olympiad, so we will do these kind of questions. Okay, now see, first question is they are asking about the rational expression. Which one among 1 2 3 4, which one is your rational number? Can you tell me which one is your rational number? See, one thing I will tell you important, that rational numbers are pure ones. Okay, pure ones in the sense I can't do like this way. I can't do. If something is coming in any rational number p by q form, they are not. I have to convert them. So in the entire thing, can you tell me which one is the rational number? This one?
Yes, ma'am.
Automatically, because I am using these all your identities. Okay, I will use here this part also, you know that, right? That minus q. Okay, fine. This one. So what I will write, that 1 plus 2x by 1 minus 2x, since q is this one, so 1 minus 2x upon 1 plus 2x, right? It is simple algebraic simplification. What I will do, 1 minus 2x into 1 plus 2x, and at here I will get 1 plus 2x whole square and 1 minus 2x whole square. Can you say me, I am using these your identities here?
Yes, ma'am.
I am using these identities, right? So can you expand? Can you able to expand?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Then expand. Tell me what will be the expansion. See, tell me here.
I'm just a second.
Expansions. First is expansion of 1 plus 2x whole square.
And 1 plus 4x square plus
1 plus 4x square, good. Then
plus 4x.
plus 4x, good. Then 1 minus 2x whole square.
Ma'am, 1 plus 4x square
One.
minus x.
Good. and here at the denominator part, see, I can use this identity. Can I use this identity?
Yes, ma'am.
So it will become, I will keep it like this way only, so that in future maybe it get cancels. Huh? So I can write this p by q in which form? P by p plus q is equal to nothing but I am inputting these expansions. Okay, I am inputting this. So what I will get, 1 plus 4x square plus 4x plus 1 plus 4x square minus 4x divided by 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x, right? So
Yes,
tell me
ma'am.
what I will get. See, this one will be cancelled out automatically. So what I will get, beta?
Ma'am, 2 plus 8x square.
2 plus 8x, good. 2 plus 8x square, so it will be 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x. I can use this one also, okay? I can use this one, but I am keeping it for the safe future. Now next, I have to calculate p minus q. I have to calculate p minus q, so I will use different color. P minus q. What I will get? Because I already have the expansions, so I will write directly, right? Uh, it is nothing but here I will use minus sign only, nothing more than that. So 1 plus 2x square minus 1 minus 2x square divided by your 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x, right? So what I will get? I will get 1 plus 4x square plus 4x, then minus, okay, I will do everything minus only, minus 1 minus 4x square and minus minus plus 4x, right? So divided by 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x. Okay, so what I will get finally? Finally I will get 1, ये तो कट गया, and this one also gone, so I got only 4x plus 4x, so it will be 8x, right?
Yes.
8x, 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x, nothing more than that. Now I will take my final result. Final result is divide of everything. So what I will get? What I will do? I will take this quantity divided by, I will take this quantity and divided by this quantity, right? 8x
Yes, ma'am.
upon 1 minus 2x and 1 plus 2x. See, for this reason only I am not resolving my identity over here, because it is totally cancel out, right? So I get
Yes.
only this thing, 2 plus 8x square divided by 8x.
Yes, ma'am.
2 plus 8x square divided by 8x. Now I can take common 2, so it will be 1 plus 4x square divided by 8x. So it will be become what? 4. 1 by 4x.
Yes.
1 by 4x will be. So this
Yes.
this is a rationalized expression where I am resolving my entire thing. And see, this is also in p by q form only, na? In a rational
Yes.
number p by q, and q is not equal to 0. So in
Yes.
Olympiad or any Aryabat exams, these kind of rational expressions will become. And in the introduction part, what we have done, some of the basic concept of whole number, rational number, integer numbers, and what are the fractions, like these type of questions will come in MCQs. And in solving part, these kind of questions will come. In the middle, what I told you, na, that was the basic concepts only. Okay, you got it?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Next is that simplify the rational expression. How can I simplify it? First, what I will do? First, I will expand. Means I will do the factorization actually. Okay, let's start. I am directly writing here only factorization. Okay, I am doing the factorization. So first expression is x square minus 9x plus 20. Tell me how can you factor it? Tell me how can you factor it, beta? See, I can write it as x square minus 4x minus 5x plus 20, right? Can I write like this way?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I can take out common x minus 4 minus 5, x minus 4, right? So it will be x minus
Yep.
5 and x minus 4. These are the two factors. Now next one I have x square minus 11x plus 30. How can I write? 6 5 is 30. 6 5 is 30. So it is x
Yes.
square minus 6x minus 5x plus 30, right? So it become x common, x minus 6 minus 5, x minus 6, right? So it becomes x minus 5 and x minus 6. Okay, these are the two
Yep.
factors what I got. These are the two factors what I got. So I can write this expression as how? That 1 upon x minus 5, x minus 4
Yes.
plus 1 upon x minus 5, x minus 6, right?
Yes.
So what will be my LCM? My LCM will be x minus 5, and x minus 5 is the common one, so I will write only one time, x minus 4 and x minus 3, 6, sorry. Okay, now what I will do, I will multiply only x minus 4 and x minus 6, or I will write only x minus 6. What I will do? Tell me. I will write
can
both,
add-
or I will write only x minus 6.
Ma'am, x minus 6.
Only x minus 6, right? Because x minus 4 is already present, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. That's why I am asking you. Next, here what I will write? Only x minus 4. You got it? So finally what it will be happen? That it will be 2x and minus 10, right? 2x minus 10, and at the
Yes.
denominator what I will have? What I will have?
Ma'am,
All the
yes.
LCM, all the factors, right? X minus 5, x minus 4, x minus 3, right?
Yes.
So I can simplify taking common 2, and it will be get x minus 5 upon x minus 5, x minus 4, and x minus 3, right? So x minus 5, x minus 5 get cancelled, and it is 2 upon x minus 4 and x minus 3. This will be my last simplified form, and this will be my answer only. Okay, see, this is
Yes.
also in p by q form, and q is not equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Now moving forward. Next question. Next question is that a plus b plus c. I will make you know. See, there are lots of identities. Suppose that a plus b whole cube, or a cube plus b cube. Okay, but in this question, I will give you an entire sheet for that. Not to worry. But in this question, I will use one identities. But I will make you a sum of these identities of series of a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Means if I have a condition that is given over here, that a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then list of things I will conclude, or I will use as a result in my questions. First thing is that if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube will be equal to what? 3abc. What? 3abc. For that,
Yes.
my a plus b plus c have to be 0. Now second result what I will use? Second result I will use a square plus b square plus c square is equal to your ab plus bc plus ca. Both have to be equal. Okay, both have to be equal if my a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Now third result what will be? Third result will be a plus b whole square plus b plus c whole square plus c plus a whole square. Okay, this will be equal to twice of a square plus b square plus c square plus ab plus bc plus ca. You got it? What I'm trying to say you, all the three results will be used one and only if my a plus b plus c is equal to 0, unless it won't be used. Unless it won't be used. Okay, you got it?
Yes.
Now can you tell me how can I use this result here? How can I use this result here, beta? How can I use? See, I have a plus b, b plus c, c plus a. Okay, now because my a plus b plus c is equal to 0, I will say this entire thing will become what? Minus abc.
Yes.
B plus c and c plus a. Okay, will entire thing becomes minus abc. Why? Because I have this identity. Okay, I have this identity, this link. So finally what I can write? So using this I can we get minus abc divided by abc according to the given question, numerator upon denominator. So what I will get? This cancel, and minus 1 will be the answer. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Anything you want to ask? See, in this question what we have done, I am just first add everything using these quantities, then I use the denominator part and put this x values over here, then I open it, and after opening I am seeing the same identity, both numerator and denominator, and just cancel and getting the answer 1.
Yes.
They are asking that this will be equivalent to, means directly they are asking about the simplification. Okay, nothing more than that. Now see, I have the numerator. What I have in the numerator? A square minus b square minus 2bc minus c square. Okay, how can I write it? I can write it very interestingly. See, a square, I put the minus sign. So it will become b square plus 2bc plus c square. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I can write it as a square minus b plus c whole square. Can I write it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, I am using here as x square minus y square kind of identity. Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I will get? Tell me. You tell me. What can I write here when I open this identity?
Ma'am, a square.
How can beta ji? It will be like this, na? X plus y into x minus y. Now tell me. Now tell me. See, I can write it this one and this one. So one time it will be plus and one time it will be minus. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now see the denominator. Denominator is given as a square plus b square plus 2ab minus c square. How can I write it? It is very simple, right? It is equal to your a square plus b square plus 2ab sorry, minus c square. So I can write it as a plus b whole square minus c square. Again this same kind of identity. Now you tell me how can I open it? Now you tell me how can I open it?
Uh,
You can do
Ma'am.
first in your copy and then say me the answer. It's not a big deal. Just one time you will say a plus b plus c, and one time you will say a plus b minus c. Okay, because I am using this kind of identity. X square minus y square is equal to x plus y, x minus y. Okay,
Yes.
so now I will do what? Numerator upon denominator, simply. So what is my numerator? My numerator is this one and my denominator is this one. So I will write it as a plus b plus c into a minus b plus c divided by a plus b plus c into a plus b minus c. Okay, now this one and this one is the same, both are same. So what I will do, my answer will be what? A minus b plus c divided by a plus b minus c. Okay, and see this one is also in p by q form only, right? This one is also in p by q form, so my answer will be this only, the simplified form or the equivalent thing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we will do the quick revision of the entire class. See, initially in the first I to ask you what are the numbers, right? So you told me about natural numbers, that is starting from 1 2 3 and all the positive up to infinite. Then I asked you about the whole number. You told me that is starting from 0 1 2 to the infinite and all the positive numbers. Then in integers, integers are all, means from minus infinite to positive infinite, middle bin 0 also will include it. So all the whole numbers are integers, all the natural numbers are integers only, right? Then I told you about the fractions. Fractions are the p by q form, and q is not equal to 0, but p by q will be a natural number, right? Then I told you about the rational numbers. Rational numbers is nothing but p by q form. Same, q is not equal to 0, but we will take what? We will take integers. There we are taking natural numbers, here we are taking integers. Now these are the some of the properties that already we have discussed. These are the properties that how can we say about the rational numbers, p by q and all that. Then I already told you that 0, what is the role of 0 in rational numbers, that in numerator we can write 0 and my answer will be value will be 0, but if in denominator if I write 0 then it is not defined, right? Now I can write an integer as a rational number due to 1 because it is the identity, right? Then these are the positive rational numbers. What are the requirement to write a positive rational number? That is p and q both have to be the same sign. Either both have to be positive or either both have to be negative. They are should be, got it now? That what I am trying to say you, that p by q form is the rational number, q is equal not equal to 0. But if I am saying that p is upon 1 as your integers are also rational numbers, then I have to say that HCF have to be 1 for p and q. Both are the polynomials, right? P also polynomial, q also a polynomial. They are forming a rational number. So for that polynomial set of pairs, my HCF have to be 1. Is this okay?